Have you ever felt like life was spinning out of control no matter how hard you tried to hold it together? Maybe it started with one unexpected event, a breakup, losing a job, a sudden illness. Then another thing went wrong. And before you knew it, you felt like you were standing in the middle of a storm, unsure which way to turn. I once met a woman named Sarah who told me, I feel like I'm just surviving, not really living. Every time I try to make plans for my life, something changes and I lose all sense of stability. Perhaps you can relate. Maybe you're facing challenges you didn't see coming and the world feels unpredictable. You wake up with a heavy heart wondering what's going to go wrong today. Buddha once said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. But how do you find peace when everything around you feels uncertain? The truth is, we can't always control what happens in life. The world changes, people leave, things break. But what we can control is how we respond. When life feels chaotic, inner peace becomes more important than ever because it's the one thing no one can take from you. Take a moment to ask yourself, when was the last time I felt truly calm and at ease? What is pulling me out of that space right now? Many of us believe peace will come when life is perfect. We think I'll feel at ease once I fix everything, once I'm successful, once I have the right relationship. But peace doesn't work like that. Peace isn't about everything going right. It's about finding steadiness even when things aren't perfect. I remember a man named David who lost his job during a company downsizing. He had a mortgage, a family to take care of, and no backup plan. For weeks, he was consumed by anxiety. But one day, while sitting at his kitchen table, he realized, I can't change the past. I can't predict the future, but I can choose how I show up right now. That simple shift in perspective was powerful. He stopped obsessing over what he couldn't control and started focusing on small steps, updating his resume, reaching out to contacts, applying for jobs one day at a time. Finding peace doesn't mean ignoring your problems. It means approaching life from a calmer, clearer place so you can handle challenges without falling apart. In this video, we're going to explore 1. Why life feels so out of control sometimes. 2. How inner peace can be your anchor in the middle of the storm. 3. Practical steps you can take to create peace even when life is uncertain. By the end, you'll know how to find stability and calmness no matter what's happening around you. So take a deep breath with me. You deserve to feel at peace. And together, we're going to walk step by step toward that inner stillness you've been longing for. Why does life sometimes feel like it's out of control? When life becomes unpredictable, our minds react strongly. The human brain is designed to seek certainty. When things change suddenly, we lose our sense of safety and can easily fall into states of anxiety and fear. There are three main reasons why we feel life is out of our control. 1. Unexpected events. Losing a job, the loss of a loved one, illness, major changes. 2. A sense of helplessness, believing you're not capable of changing your situation. 3. Obsession with the future, always fearing that something worse will happen. Once you fall into this state, your mind may start to imagine all kinds of worst-case scenarios. You ask yourself, what if things keep getting worse? What if I can't get through this? Buddha once said, fear exists only in thoughts about the future. When you are fully present, it has no power over you. This doesn't mean you deny reality or pretend everything is okay. It means learning how to find a solid ground in the present instead of letting your mind be swept away by things you cannot control. Many people think peace comes only when life is perfect, but actually inner peace is a state within, independent of circumstances. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a stormy sea. You can try to stop the waves, but that's impossible. Peace is like an anchor. It doesn't make the waves disappear, but it helps you stand firm even when the storm rises. When you find inner peace, you can face challenges with a clearer mind. You don't overreact, and you don't get carried away by your emotions. A friend of mine, Mai, went through many hardships in a single year. She lost a loved one, her job wasn't going well, and friends drifted away. Mai said she felt like she was sinking to the bottom, but she began to practice meditation every morning for 10 minutes. She learned to sit still, breathe deeply, and observe her feelings without judgment. After a few months, Mai realized that even though her external problems hadn't all been solved, her mind was much more at peace. She said, "The storm is still there, but I'm no longer being swept away. Here are 5 practical steps to find peace when life feels chaotic. Step 1, pause and recognize your emotions. When you feel overwhelmed, give yourself a moment to stop. Place your hand on your chest and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Where do I feel this emotion in my body? Recognizing your feelings keeps them from controlling you. Instead of letting fear drive you, you begin to take charge of your mind. Step 2, breathe slowly and deeply to return to the present. Your breath is the bridge to the present moment. When things feel out of control, close your eyes and take 3 to 5 slow breaths. As you inhale, say to yourself, I am here. As you exhale, say to yourself, I am at peace. This helps your body relax and your mind worry less about the future. Step 3, focus on what you can control. There are always 2 circles in life. 1, the circle you can control, your thoughts, actions, and efforts. 2, the circle you cannot control, the weather, others' actions, unexpected changes. Peace comes when you stop trying to control the second circle and invest your energy in the first. Ask yourself, is there one small thing I can do today to improve my situation? Step 4, reduce exposure to stressful sources. When your mind is tense, limit the amount of negative news or social media you consume. Constant exposure to bad news will only make you more anxious. Instead, choose carefully what you allow into your mind. A good book, gentle music, a kind conversation. Step 5, build habits that nurture inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come from a single moment of enlightenment, but from small habits practiced daily. Write down 3 things you're grateful for before going to bed. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each morning sitting quietly or meditating. Keep your body healthy with gentle movement and wholesome food. Spend time in nature to reconnect with fresh energy. These habits are like tending to a tree. At first, you may not notice any changes, but over time, you'll feel your mind growing stronger and steadier through every challenge. Let me share a story about On, a young man whose life seemed to collapse all at once. He lost both his job and his relationship within a few months. He fell into depression and often wondered, does my life have any meaning? One day, and happened to read a Buddha's quote, pain is a part of life. Suffering is your choice. Those words touched his heart. He began to accept that he couldn't control everything. Instead of fighting against his pain, he spent time breathing, journaling, and focusing on things he could do right now, like tidying his home or calling a close friend. Gradually, Anne found he was no longer drowning in helplessness. He found a new job and began to love himself more. And shared, the storm didn't disappear immediately, but I learned to build a peaceful shelter in my own heart, and that made me stronger than ever. Peace is not a destination, it's the path. Many people ask, how can I achieve lasting peace? The truth is, no one can be peaceful 100% of the time. Peace is a process. Some days you feel okay, and on others you might get caught up in emotion again. The important thing is to know how to return to your breath, to what is really happening right now. Each time you choose to pause instead of reacting quickly, you are planting another seed of peace in your mind. And in time, those seeds will blossom. Inner peace begins with you. My dear friend, there's a truth we often forget. Peace is not something you find outside, it is always within you. Life may be turbulent, people may come and go, plans may change, but you always have the power to choose how you respond. Peace begins when you stop fighting against everything and start accepting the present moment as it is. Buddha once said, there is no path to peace. Peace is the path. This means you don't have to wait until everything is perfect before you allow yourself to feel at ease. Peace is in every conscious breath, in every moment you slow down and appreciate what you have. When life feels chaotic, we often get caught up in things that aren't truly important. Pause and ask yourself, will this still matter to me 5 years from now? Am I giving too much energy to something I cannot control? What in this present moment can help me feel more at peace? These questions bring you back to your core values. You will realize there are things you can let go of and things that are truly worth keeping. Let's practice a short meditation to help you experience peace. Sit in a quiet place. You can sit on a chair or on the floor as long as you are comfortable. Gently close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Feel the air filling your chest. Exhale slowly. Let your whole body relax. Place your hand on your heart and gently say to yourself, as you inhale, I am here. As you exhale, I am safe and at peace. If your mind brings up worries, don't push them away. Just smile and watch them as clouds passing by in the sky. Practicing this meditation for 5 minutes each day will help you grow a steadier, more peaceful mind through any challenge. Live one day at a time. When everything feels out of control, remind yourself, I only need to take care of today. You don't have to solve every problem at once. Just focus on small steps, one day at a time. Be grateful for one thing every morning when you wake up. Do one thing each day that brings you joy. Spend time connecting with someone you love. These simple things may seem small, but they are the foundation for a peaceful mind and heart. My last message to you. You may be in a difficult season where everything seems tangled and out of control. But trust me, you are stronger than you think. You don't have to wait for the storm to pass to find peace. You can begin right now with a slow breath by accepting what you cannot change and by cherishing the small things around you. Place your hand on your heart and tell yourself, I deserve peace. I can find peace right now. Thank you for staying until the end of this message. If it touched your heart, share it with someone who might need it. Maybe they too are looking for an anchor of peace, just like you. And remember to return to this message anytime your mind feels too noisy. Let these gentle reminders bring you back to the stillness inside. I look forward to seeing you in the next message, where we will continue our journey together toward healing and coming home to ourselves.